Okay, so for this episode we're going to build this universal tree farm. Now I could use a regular tree farm, but I have a feeling that I'm going to want to use a universal one for now. And we have this big open plains biome, so I might just use this for a bunch of contraptions for now until we get our main base up, which is probably going to take a really long time, but still needs some things. This design is by FallenBreath. It is very fast for the basically the small amount of work you have to do for it. There is a faster one that I want to build, but there is a bug where the piston pushes the block, creates a lot of lag, so then it crashed my whole game. I want to do it, but there's no fix for it currently, so we'll just wait and see until we get a fix for that. There are bug reports and everything, but nothing has been fixed, even though it says it's been resolved. So yeah, this thing pretty fast, but it also eats through 18 shulker boxes of bone meal an hour, which is going to be an issue. So yeah, I guess I have enough to run this thing for half an hour, and that's about it. So yeah, it's a very small design, kind of say, but basically this is what he originally had, just the farm. I had to design the storage, and this is also a charcoal thing as well. So this fully supplies itself with the amount of charcoal that it needs. And yes, this is what we're going to build for right now. And let's get to it. Okay, so some time has passed. As you can see, the full farm is completed. And everything's in place. Hopefully. We just got to throw this little bit of bone meal in. I'm going to throw it into the dispensers just so I can show it off real quick, instead of having to throw it into here, where this is the shulker box loaders back here. And as you can see, there's a couple things missing. I didn't finish the complete item over here yet, so I'm not going to use it. So all our items for right now are going to land right here. And if we have enough, that will do it. So they all flow down. I did forget one water source, so we're going to fix that real quick. And I'll click, and you'll hear a bunch of ticking. There we go. And so let's just unload some shulker boxes of bone meal, throw it into these for now. Oh, there we go. Lost it, but it came back. Alright, now each dispenser has 3 stacks, which is perfectly fine for now. There we go, got our shulker box back. We have a little bit extra. This is just from the iron farm with all the roses. We compost those down and get bone meal. This is all just from that while I've been in my world. So that's why I built it in the spawn chunks. But yeah, let's give it a full test. We're going to try spruce first. Actually, we're going to do, yeah, we'll do spruce, then we'll do birch, then we'll do oak. So we can put the oak mode in, which is the second one right here. The third one is the acacia one. We will have those item frames down here. We still have to put the charcoal one over here in first too as well. But yeah, that comes with time. Make sure everything's working first before we add everything else in. And yeah, make sure we don't need anything in here. Nope, nothing is needed there. Good. Alright, put it at wide 100. And yeah, let's give it a test. So we get the clicking. Don't want to get pushed down. You go in here. Plop that down. Something didn't fire. That over there didn't fire. Okay. Alright, so I made it back up. So we're going to back everything up. And I'm going to take a schematic of this, paste it in, and see what is wrong. Alright, so we did change a little bit of things again. I just find something that wasn't telling me, the schematic verifier wasn't telling me that I was missing something, which was really irking me because I didn't know where it was, and I had to take a copy of this one. We could pull this up a little bit. I had to take a copy of this from the download world again. So yeah, I had to basically compare mine to the download world, and there was something missing in the back over here. It was this little thing right here. This contraption right here was the thing that was missing. These 2 wood, slime, obsidian, stuff like that. That's all that was missing. So I'm hoping that was that. And I did have to adjust the these I think were off. They think they were down and up and everything like that, so they may have missed time or something. I don't know. I can't design it. I can sort of understand it, but let's give it another shot right now. Let's put the bone meal back in. We're gonna have to do that. At least in the top 3 dispensers for now. Alright, break that. And now we're going to try spruce again with the first lever. That was it. And there we go. So we don't want to get pushed down. We go into here, onto there, into the corner. And now we can hold this. Huh. Looks like the TNT dupers are dropping a little soon. Don't know what that issue is. Oh, I know what that issue is over here. Alright, I don't know why the oak mode hasn't worked. The block was in place, so I don't understand how the tall tree grew. So I guess we'll have to maybe look into that. I'm not going to mainly use it for oak. I don't think if I do, I can definitely build a smaller one just for oak. Like, it's not a problem for me. This is just mainly just for all the other tree types, like spruce, birch, and acacia. I guess we can use that for. We should probably test that one out too later today, but yeah, we just had the rest of the thing to build. So the furnace array, and then we got the storage over here we got to finish, and then this is done. But for now, all in all, success. Definitely check out FallenBreath. This thing is absolutely insane. Yeah, let's finish the furnace area over here. Let's actually see how much wood we've gotten in that little bit of time, provided some of it didn't despawn. Should be a lot. Yeah, a lot of it probably despawned, but we do get a very good amount. As you'd say, about for birch it's about 25,500, and spruce is about 27,500 per hour. Granted, you have enough bone meal, but yeah. So let's get back to finishing this. Alright, so there was a time lapse there, and I did use the replay mod, so obviously I could get different angles while the farm is running. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, see how it looks different than everything else. And yeah, we used a bunch of different modes. We used acacia, and that works perfectly fine. So the only one that doesn't work right now is the oak mode. For some reason this block isn't blocking everything like it should. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use it, so I rarely use oak for anything anyway. And then we did add this extra thing over here, so when it's in charcoal mode, it will direct the water into this side over here, so we can start the storage for the charcoal. And then when it's not in charcoal mode, this piston will go up, this piston will go down, which then redirects the water over here so that the logs can loop around and everything. And then we also did get rid of the oak from the storage, so we have 2 double chests for everything, as well as that much for charcoal, which is more than we'll ever need. So yeah, this is all in here. We got a bunch of charcoal smelting over here. These are all basically filled. Did run it for a little bit, so it's actually going to take a while for this to fill completely with charcoal. But then any extra we get from there on will go into our storage. So yeah, we kind of did stress this thing. I usually used all my bone meal. And yeah, it's essentially completely filled with logs, so this is going to be something for a while. Yeah, it's like completely completely filled. Like this is why I added the extra part over here, so any logs extra get sent down and then go back into the storage over there, so they don't lose any logs that we're getting. So yeah, it's good. It's efficient, which is what we like around here. And you can see the charcoal's coming in quite fast for 16 furnaces. You can see we're done the first one here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Wow, actually a lot further than I thought we would be. Yeah, so we're basically halfway done, a little over halfway done with the storage there for the charcoal. Then any extra will then come up to here, our storage, and we can place it in and start getting some, which will be nice. So yeah, let's make sure we turn that charcoal mode off then, so you can see that this piston did retract and the water got redirected over there. So yeah, I did say we're going to build a bone meal supply for this, but I did forget that I wanted to do a storage for the Guardian farm, so we're going to do that. And so we're going to take the logs that we got from this, and we're going to make them all into chests so that we can store our drops from the farm. And yeah, so this is going to be a lot of crafting, not including the hoppers I'm going to have to craft as well. But yeah, so basically all this wood we just got is going to go into chests and hoppers for our storage. I believe this should be enough. It probably might not be, so we'll have to see. And we did get another portal all linked up as well, just for the ease of access, I guess, to this area, since I do want to probably build some more things around here, so we have so much empty space. Honey farm has been pumping out. We needed that to get the honey blocks for the farm itself. And yeah, this farm's quite good. Make sure you go check out FallenBreath. I know I said this a bunch of times, but this thing is very compact for a universal tree farm. We'll just say it at that. Alright, so this right here is the storage that I have come up with. You can see it's probably like a normal design for a storage and everything, but it's just how it works pretty nice. So this is where our portal's going to be over here, just this side of the thing. And this is going to come in, so we get input right here, just go all the way around. And then any extra gets burned in the lava at the start. So yeah, this is what the inside looks like. It's quite nice. Just making it out of prismarine and everything. So yeah, see if I see you need a lot of dark prismarine. It's a lot. And this is just for the storage, not including the actual base thing over there that you can see quite of a spoiler of. That's just the bottom of the base. I still want to do something on top of that as well, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, we got basically 2 wings for each of the drops we're going to store. So we're not going to store the fish at all. I'm not going to use it. It is not needed. So yeah. So we get basically, let's see. Basically have 128 double chests per wing, so therefore 256 double chests per item in this storage. So yeah, this is quite a big storage. And yeah, it's kind of insane, but with 500,000 items max an hour, it's kind of what you need. So obviously this is complete overkill. It's going to take a while to fill this, but it's something that I wanted to design, and I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not the best builder, but I can somewhat do some things. The storage fully in, all we need to do is do the sorters and then connect this part right here down to this portal, which is a simple get rid of all this, put a water elevator right about here, and then just connect it. And then the items will go all the way around. And yeah, the filters are going to be a little bit difficult. Just not difficult, time consuming. They do take a while, especially with 256 of them. So we're going to need a lot. We're going to need 4 stacks of every item, which isn't a problem. We have it plenty down there. And then we're going to need a lot of filter items. So I'm probably just going to use some blocks, since they shouldn't get in the system. And I'm not going to worry about naming anything. Probably just put some of these slabs, like put these in the slabs or something, just to make it easy. And then we don't have to really worry about how long it takes to do it. But yeah, everything's pretty much done. And then we're probably going to call this episode here, once we get all this finalization things. The portal in the center still got to go in, and just the filters, and then we're all set to AFK. And we're going to pretty this up at some point. I said I want to do some towers here that go down to the ground, but those could still require some designing. And yeah, so I got other things to do, but this will be fully functioning in this episode. And yeah, let's get to the filters. Alright, so sorters are all in. And now we basically have a fully functioning guardian farm here. So items get teleported to this portal. We did before, we got rid of the temporary storage. And now they go up over here to this water stream. So this portal will work either side, even if the items for some reason switch on this side, even though they go to this side all the time. For some reason they go to this side, they still will make their way over, which is just, I guess, protection proof for updated versions, because it did switch on me before. I used to go this way, now it went this way, so it's whatever now. It works, so I don't care. So yeah, go up to the water stream, all the way up, and then across, and then connect here so you can tell where the end over this was. And you can see some fish are making it to the end. So all we gotta do right here is put the lava in place, which disintegrates anything extra. And yep, you can see items make it fully across. We can go to the other side. So this side is I built, we can see how much it's working. Yeah, it fills up a lot of sorters. Alright, so I think this one and that one are the shards. We can go check that by checking the chests. We're going to put item frames to distinguish what side is what. This side should be shards. Yep, this side is shards. See, it's already going up a lot of filters. Even we're starting to work down here. And then these two will then be the crystals. So all in all, this is all done. It should be right here. It should start. Did I do something wrong? I forgot sea pickles there. That would be the issue. Alright, so I added carpet mod to tell me the exact items that we're getting. So we have this hopper pointing into wool, and it's being tracked right here. So overnight, I got 2.7 million items, which equates to around about 390,000 items an hour. So right about 400,000 an hour, a little bit less than what originally expected, but that's because of how high the storage is. That's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, all those sorts of things, and I'll see you in the next one.